dock. Down that fish's mouth. I see that thing come flying up, bro. I wish the water was this clear across the whole lake. Like, it's just, it looks cool.
Clear enough to see the weeds.
Oh, yeah. Thank God the water's clear. I wouldn't know the weeds were over here. Never would have seen them coming if the water wasn't clear. Alright. I'm kind of an idiot. There's a bass right there. It's about the size of the only bait I have tied on. So I'm kind of a dummy. I was in a rush to try to get out here because I didn't need to make my grandpa wait 30 minutes while I sat there getting my stuff ready. And I brought out my heavy action with 40-pound braid just to realize that I don't even have any lures to throw on that thing. There's a crappie, a dead one. Well, I'm pretty disappointed right now. One of my favorite docks in the entire lake is pulled out of the water. The dock where I always catch like 4 or 5 fish at the same time is pulled up out of the water. But I'm also seeing this though. This tree hasn't been here. So that like really sucks. So I did get it. I didn't know if I hooked it or not. Saw my line start taking off. Nothing big, but it is a start on that 6-inch bodega right there. It's a little guy. Thank you, buddy. That was fast. Okay, so I don't exactly have a ton of jig trailers that match this thing, because, you know, like I said, this wasn't exactly the jig I was planning on throwing. And dude, can the line like unwrap around the rod, please? Thank you. And so I put just a big like craw in the back, so it's kind of big, but I'm going for big fish, so it doesn't matter too much. It should work just fine. My thought process is kind of any other fish that was gonna go sit on that dock might come over and sit on one of these 3 now instead, since that dock is gone. Or maybe some of the other spots that normally don't have fish will have fish on them, since some of the spots where a lot of these fish would go and sit are gone, you know. I don't know, I'm not really sure. If I don't catch anything on this dock, I'm screwed. Because this is like the one dock that like 98% of the time has a fish on it. Of course, you know, it'd probably be better to get the bait under the dock to find out if there's one under it though, you know. My thing doesn't ever like to do that. It likes to go and hit right in front of the dock and then just sink instead of skipping like it's supposed to. There. If there's a fish under there, that is like the cast to get it, bro. It's like right in the middle underneath that dock. bed hooks it, it's a 4-pounder. At least. Come on. Maybe not 4. God, it's a good fish though. Okay. Oh my gosh. Shredded my thumb, dude. Stop it. That's a good fish, huh? Look at that jig down that fish's mouth. I think he wanted it. Look how fat that thing is, dude. I'm telling you, bro, they're feeding right now like crazy. I mean, that fish is gonna be close to 4 if it doesn't hit 4. No, it's gonna be close for sure. That's a good fish though. Figures it doesn't want to weigh the fish as usual. Look at that. I don't even know if the camera can see it, but it's 4 on the dot. That is a good fish. Yeah, I think it's fat, dude. Look at that. See, she's right on. It's kind of hard to see. I can't really show the camera, but she's 18.5 inches long. 18.5 inches. I mean, dude, just look at the stomach on that fish, bro. Oh yeah, there we go. First good fish of the day. It's a 4-pounder. All right, thank you, big girl. There she goes. The wind kind of blew, and there she is. I can see her swimming away. I was gonna say the wind's kind of blowing me on top of her while I'm letting her go. All right, first good one of the day. We got a 4. State record is only a pound over twice the size of that, which is pretty sad, you know. 815 is the Minnesota state record largemouth. For anybody wondering, caught in 2005 out of Auburn Lake in Victoria. Dude, if I caught an 8-pounder, I would probably lose my mind. Not probably, I would lose my mind, but I just pulled this bait out of the fish's mouth right there. Please eat it again. Yep. Another big one, I think. It's not super big, but it's not a bad fish at all. Okay, he's not that big, but he felt really big when I hooked him. Don't flop out. I need to wait for the bag. Well, there he goes, whatever. I'll catch a bigger one than that. That one is small. Oh my god, I actually got one over here. Dude, the last like couple times I've been in this spot, there's been nothing. Nothing big. It's a fish. Thank you, buddy. Up. Contributing to the bag. Just because why not? I see that thing come flying up, bro. That was stupid, bro. I thought it was a sunny. Contributing to the bag? Just cause why not? Eh? So I have quite possibly the dumbest lure tied on. It's beautiful. I'm really hoping to get the fish on it. Woo! The Skeleton by Citizen Bones Fishing, bro. Yeah. Talked to this dude quite a bit on Instagram. This is his little bait. One of them here. He makes like regular humans, like little ones, normal size ones, and then he makes these kind of big ones here. Probably should have pegged the weight, but at the same time, I knew I was gonna take this thing off after a little bit, and I didn't really want to. Oh my god, no way! First cast with it, dude. That is unbelievable. I was expecting it to take way longer than that, bro. First cast with this thing, dude. Oh my god. That's beautiful. Oh, it just fell out. Look at him, he's got a blind eye. Contributing to the bag. 114. That is actually hilarious. Thank you, buddy. On the human. Because no offense, but I'm pretty sure a jig that looks like a bluegill looks more like a bluegill than a skeleton. But, you know, I just figured I'd give it a shot. And I mean, it worked. I caught one. Could have been two. Oh my god, it's a good one. Oh my god, no way. Look at that. On the human, bro. Oh my gosh, dude. On the human. I need pictures. Oh my god. That is so stupid, dude. That is awesome, bro. That's the biggest bass I ever caught on one of those baits. That's a 3-pounder. It's gotta be close. If it doesn't hit 3. Because let's see, that one's not crazy fat. I mean, it's not super skinny, but it's also not super fat, you know? Okay, what are we doing here, scale? Yeah, it's close. It's 214. So almost 3. 2 ounces off of 3 pounds. On my little human bait right here, bro. That is awesome, bro. On the human, dude. Look at that. On the human bait. Good bass. On the human. Thank you, buddy. That was awesome, dude. second biggest fish of the day. There she goes. Swimming up. On the human. That is so funny, dude. That's awesome. God, dude. Really? All the way out here? And on my first cast? What? Dude. No way. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. That's cool. Really? Can I have my jig back, please? There we go. I'm just a little dude. Wouldn't mind getting on a good school of them out on this point again. Even if they aren't that big, they're just fun. I really hope that was more than one fish and that wasn't just the same one eating twice. Okay, nice. I don't know what just happened right there. There's a fish. We spit it. I think it might have been a sunny. I'm not sure. Bass. Gonna be big? No. Well guys, that's gonna be it for this video. GoPro's dead, so whatever. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button and the subscribe button. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.